then the next series. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one to try to predict.
Let's first look at, since we said toss up, let's first look at Alaska, how Alaska would do. Alaska would be Edmonton.
Yep. They would be close, but they would beat him.
At this point, I think we need to probably have a consensus. So he's going to go ahead between Vegas and.
Well, we'll compare the two, so it's like we can advance this as we go along. Like sort of like for the next one, we say, okay, what if, for the toss-up, we say, what if they did the other one? Similarly, we can actually go back to Howlers. Okay, what if they went up against Texas? And that is very clearly in Howler's favor.
Yep, pretty much.
So that one, if Texas wins, yeah, Howlers.
Yeah, I mean, judging from what we're seeing right now, I mean, Montana is on the tear, Texas is on the tear.
Yeah, but Texas really needs home court advantage. Montana doesn't care as much, and their starters are better.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so, but yeah.
Let's say Las Vegas. Or this one I think might come down to home court advantage between Alaska versus Edmonton. I think Alaska will edge out, especially since Alaska has a better rating against Edmonton. Probably 6. I'll say Alaska gets in 6 of Alaska. Now let's look at Vegas. And keep in mind, in this case, Edmonton gets the home court.
Ooh, this is close.
It's a toss-up on the toss-up.
And Edmonton also doesn't, or Las Vegas doesn't care that much about home court.
Yeah. That's also a toss-up. Fuck.
Oh, let's go back to Vegas and let's put Kirkpatrick back as our starter.
Yeah. If that widens the margin a bit.
As an aside, I want to see what would happen if they did Hill as their point guard.
Yeah.
Oh. Fook is better.
Yep. That evens it out.
So we can say for sure that, well, we can say we're like
that one is a pure toss-up.
Yeah, but what are we gonna say? We're predicting that the playoff in the West is going to be real close.
Yeah, this is going to be one crazy playoffs in the Western Conference. The Eastern Conference, not so much, but the Western Conference is basically going to be a bloodbath. Welcome to the 7600 games, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to say Edmonton wins in like 7, maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, I would say that series is a toss-up too, but we'll see. Anyway,
well, it is a toss-up pretty much, but yeah. Because
we have a toss-up to the toss-up of the toss-up to the toss-up of the toss-up.
Toss-upception.
And it'd be Queens versus, what is it? Williamsburg.
Oh, yeah. Williamsburg gets creamed. Williamsburg gets fucking creamed. And I think we already talked a bit more in depth about this when you brought this
Yeah.
up as an example, so we won't reprise it here.
So pretty much solid 5 for the Queens
Yeah.
because he can't.
It's just that
He
Adam
can't.
is just one of the best power forwards in the league right now.
Yeah.
Let's see who does more point. Who is the best power forward in the league? If we look at the power forward section for points, we have Scooney Barrett, but they're probably not making playoffs. Theodore Rockwell actually is slightly better than Tevela. Turner is better than Tevela.
But he's up there. Particularly in the
He has the
Eastern
fourth
Conference.
most points of all the power forwards. So the only ones that edge him out are Barrett, Rockwell, and Turner.
Yeah.
So if he went up against Baltimore, maybe he might have a trouble matchup, but well, let's see. How would Queens do against Baltimore? Probably pretty well.
I think he did it earlier. Yeah.
That one is just, yeah, look at the Marshall and the small forward situation there.
Whoop, whoop.
They're screwed. Anyway, yeah. So Queens takes that seriously. Let's hop over to the Western Conference's finals, yes?
Yep.
And we have like 3 fucking possibilities for
we have
this.
4, but
So.
Santa Ana could get there too.
Yeah, that's true. But assuming the Howlers get in there. Yes,
if we do Montana versus Alaska, I would say it's slightly in Montana's favor.
Yeah, because they'll have
lead here, and they'll have home court.
Vindication and revenge from 2 years ago.
Yeah, Cliff would just dominate over Ren.
Yeah, but everybody else.
Yeah, Cresta dominates Slade. Vincent dominates Kelsey. Brax is fairly even against Killy. He sort of edges him out.
No, not against my precious Samoan cinnamon roll.
And Sterling does edge out a fair bit over Ogun. So it's more a matter, would Cliff Matthew dominate over Ren enough to make up for the fact that the rest of the team loses their matches up?
Yeah. Yeah, so I give this one to the Howlers if it's Alaska.
If it's Alaska, I give it to Howlers. Solid 6.
Now, by comparison, since we're going to look at what if if it was the Spectrums.
Yep, that definitely goes to the Spectrums. Just looking at the points.
However, Alaska would have the home court advantage, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That might tip it in their favor then.
So that one would be a toss-up.
A toss-up of the toss-up of the toss-up.
Marty, I thought we agreed to call it toss-upception.
Okay, and the other one, if Edmonton makes their, I think that pretty safely goes to Montana.
Yeah, Montana creams Edmonton.
Again, her opponent is a better, gets more points, but
everybody
PPR
else
is like twice that of her opponents.
Yeah. And then everybody else creams the entire rest of Edmonton's starting line.
Well, Sterling is almost even with Ramonaran.
Yeah, except he has more blocks, like 60 more blocks.
Ramonaran gets almost twice as many offensive rebounds. So it's a matter of, okay, which is more important, the offensive rebounds or the blocks?
Yeah.
So like Montana in 5, possibly.
Yeah.
I'd say Montana probably in like 6, but so yeah, it's probably going to be
5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
So then the final one.
Yeah. Oh boy. Queens versus Montana. Hello, Montana. You're about to get creamed.
Actually, of all of them, of all the teams that have gone against Queens, this is the most even.
Is it?
Yeah.
Most of the teams Queens has been going up against, they've been winning by like 10, 15 points. This one, they only have 7.
Huh.
So it's actually a toss-up.
Yeah, well, not a toss-up. It should still probably it'll mainly depend on whether Montana or Queens is the number 1 in the league, who has the home court advantage.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
Zoe Wild edges out Ren, Cressa edges out Newton, Micah edges out Vincent. Adam is just much better than Brax.
And then Sterling edges out Kikovic in points, not so much in blocks.
Yeah. Or offensive rebounds. Kikovic also gets twice as many offensive rebounds. So I'd actually almost say Kikovic edges out Sterling a little bit.
Barely.
Especially when you consider height. Kikovic has a good 7 inches on Sterling.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You'll find a way to get in his face. Don't you worry.
Probably by not wearing deodorant or something. You never know with those tricky polecats.
But I think this one will mainly depend on who gets home court advantage.
Yeah.
Because they also tie. They have an even record against each other, so.
But I'm safe to say it's going to be a 6 or 7 games.
Yeah. So that's actually looking really good if it's Montana versus Queens as they are now, of seeing a Game 6 or maybe even a Game 7 finals.
Oh boy, if it goes to a Game 7 finals, that's going to be something.
Now let's look at just for, I guess, admittedly, probably a bit of rubbing salt in the wound.
Wow, BK. Wow. Holy shit.
Actually, Carrico beats Newton.
And Tovornen beats Kekovic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everywhere else. So it's just like...
The battle of the bottoms.
Oh,
that's what she said! Oh, Plymouth actually slightly edges out Dakota in points.
Bap.
Shit.
Any other matchups we want to look at?
Say Firestone because
the previous champions. The previous champions. Oh, Jake Turner would love to hear that music. He would love to hear that.
Rumeji's the only one that wins his matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And not by nearly as much as Adam was winning his matchups.
Yeah. So Seattle would love it.
Again, probably a 6 or 7 game.
Definitely not the 5 game it ended up being.
Yeah.
Another matchup, say Firestone keeps doing well and actually managed to get to 7th. I mean, they still technically, mathematically could go up to 6, but let's say against the Minutemen.
Based on the team record alone, I don't see much luck for Lorraine in that case.
Probably so. And again, with the